Hello class. Today we're gonna talk about lab number 2. My name is Mario Cunha. I'll be your SI this semester. Um, so lab number 2 is summary statistics. Make sure you have these slides. Again, there's some questions that you can answer without going through SAS, so make sure you answer those questions. For example, this one: what is the EPA limit of levels in PPV? We discussed this one on last lab, so you should be able to know the answer. Now, moving on. When you go to SAS, again, let me close all these. When you go to SAS, you're gonna see this. If it is your first time, you wanna open this, go to Files, My Shared Files, go to Flint Water Samples, and then next thing you wanna do is you click on Flint Water Samples. It's gonna show you this. You're gonna click Edit. If you already have a saved document, make sure to save it if you don't wanna lose the information. And save it as whatever you want to save it. For me, I save it as Maria Cunha, Flame Maria Cunha. So moving on, again, you want to change word Flint, so word Flint, or change it to anything that you want. In this case, I changed it to word.flint. It was original word.import, but you want to always run this just to make sure that it won't have errors. So now these are your variables and some general information. If you go here to code, for this case on our slice, they will ask us for the mean, they will ask us for the 5-number summary, and they will ask us for some standard deviation, and specifically to create some new data and create a table for that new data. So what we will do, and I'm just gonna run the mean in this case, so as you can see and have an idea how this will look like. If I run this should look like this, the mean procedure, and then it will show you all of this. Now, if you go to code, what this means is this. So proc is our general syntax. We write means as the average, and then we say, okay, we're gonna call the information from data for that Flint, and then we want the variable of to be the PPV1. So you can either do PPV1, you can do PPV2 or PPV3, which are all variables from the original dataset, and then you want to run it. And if you run it, you'll see what we saw here, which is the table. Now, once you do that, you want to repeat this with the 5 summary number, or repeat this with the mean standard deviation, and you want to sort this by zip code as mentioned before. So if you see this code is the same as this one, but the only thing that changes is the end. So whereas here we don't have anything after Flint. In here after Flint we have let's go here, my bad. In here we have minimum, Q1, median, Q3, and maximum. So in other words, the 5-number summary. On here on the next one, we do mean and standard deviation. So again, we do mean, standard deviation, and then the 5-number summary one more time. And pretty much what this is doing is the same, but it's giving you more information. Okay, for the last part of the lab, what you want to do is this. You want to go to prop sort. You want to do prop sort, and this is going to sort our data on word.flint. And we're going to sort by zip code. And then if we run it, this is going to show you a table sort by zip code. And now we're gonna want to have the mean for that new data stored by zip code. So if you do that, if you notice, we write prop, which is the general syntax, means, which comes from average, data equal word.flint, and then we use the variable ppv1, which is the part per billion one, and then we say, okay, sort it in terms of zip code, and we use class for this case. Okay, so if you run it, and I'm actually gonna run this just so that you see it, and this is the only one I'm gonna run, it should look like that. So this will be all for the SAS code. Just make sure to read the slides, complete the slides, make them yours. In what I mean with making yours again is make sure that your slides have style and that you do the research necessary for the lab. So analyze the tables, analyze the graphs, analyze everything that you have on this code. So again, I encourage you to try this code on your own and complete the lab. With that said, thank you all for your attention and have a great rest of your day.